We are here in DxO Photolab 2.3, and in DxO Photolab 2.3 you can use a local adjustment which uses U points, which is the NIK or NIK interface, so to speak. So what you do here is you click on the button Local Adjustments, and then you click on the dot, and you get a mask, and you can show the mask and see how it influences the object that you have defined by the circle. And in this case I'm going to leave it like this, and I'm going to turn off the mask again. Now with this photo I have a lot of noise. I can't correct the noise with U-point technology, but what I can do is increase the exposure a bit and increase the contrast a bit and decrease the micro contrast. Clear view is not something that we need here. Highlights, midtones, shadows and blacks are all what I want them to be. And then, for example, I can say, well, I do want to increase saturation. And what I also can do is I can increase sharpness or increase blur or decrease blur. And those are the adjustments that I can create in a raw file in DxO Photolab directly. So that's all I can do from within Photolab itself. I can of course decrease or increase the circle, and what I also can do is create a new mask and, for example, tell this area here not to be influenced. And now when I select the mask, you can see that this area is less influenced. When I draw this into it, then you see that the influence of the first adjustment is much less than the second one. So that's it. I can also remove this or start brushing. That's another way of working with these masks. So in this case I'm going to be leaving out the adjustment altogether. So I'm going to reset this, and now I'm going to close that, and now I am going to show you what happens when you click the button NIK Collection and, for example, let's say define. And now you will see that it takes a while before Photolab gives you the ability to open Define 2, and the reason is that it has now created a TIFF file which sits here. So now I'm in Define, and as you can see here, the noise here has already been reduced and up to a good level, and an automatic profile has been applied. I can also start measuring noise and do it automatically, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it like it is. I can also use control points. For example, as with the older versions of NIK, I can, for example, say here's a control point and I want to decrease color noise by 29, something like that. So that's all the same. I'm going to remove that, delete it, and leave it as it was. So it's fine with me. The automatic profile is now applied, and we are going to save this image. And when we are saving this image, we get back to our raw file, but our TIF or TIFF file has been changed. Now we can further work with this file by clicking on NIK Collection, and it will again create a new TIFF file. And for example, here is one of the new en vogue recipes, which gives you a clarity bump. And this is what you get. And as always, you have the control point, and you can start increasing the circle again, and then apply, for example, tonal contrast. Let's increase tonal contrast. I'm not going to save this, but even if you are not saving this, the TIFF file remains in the Photolab catalog, so to speak. So if you don't want that, you need to remove it, and you can just click on the trash can here, and it will be removed. And then you can go back to your raw file and start all over again. Perhaps these extra TIF files are a bit of a problem, because you can end up with a lot of these files in the catalog, and it can be a bit confusing. So, and that is what DxO has done with NIK Collection. And that's it for this presentation. And I thank you for watching, and hope you've picked up something from it, and that you come back for more. Cheers!